I was talking to Aaron, the guy that uploads the YouTube videos from my channel, my editor, awesome guy, Crimson Raider, shout out. I was talking to him about the songs that really, really, really hit me the most over the course of time reacting. And just he's been a part of the channel for a really, really long time now, has seen kind of the entirety of the reaction journey. And I was telling him, apart from like Iron Lung live at KEXP by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, one of the songs, if not the song that hit me the hardest, and I say that because I am now calling it my favorite song, was Morning Dew, and it came from 10/18/74, the Winterland set. I really think it's one of those ones that I've gone back to so many times, and I've just listened to it like kind of in my own and really gotten lost. I mean, before I'd even told my wife it was my favorite song, she had gotten me this T-shirt, and it's that specific performance of the song. And in ignorance, like I hadn't really dug in too deep because I was just enamored with that performance. I didn't even realize it fell on an album until today. I looked it up, and the Grateful Dead's very first album has this song called Morning Dew on it. I need to hear it. I have only really been listening as I've been exploring the Grateful Dead. I listened to American Beauty, I listened to Working Man's Dead, and I've honestly been just listening to those albums like crazy, but I've also just kind of been idly playing through live Grateful Dead stuff. It's just become such easy listening for me, and I don't know another way to say it, like fulfilling. like it's just there's something I connect with, and the sounds and the jams, and maybe it's Jerry's use of the Mixolydian scales, or just the chemistry that you hear with the band, but there's something really special there, and it's kind of got me wanting to start at the beginning. I'm the Dead is a little bit different. I've really been just personally exploring that behind the scenes, and so it's not like I've listened to a lot of albums so much as just idly listening through their playlists on YouTube, because they just have long sets. But the Grateful Dead, their very, very, very first album, and it looks like the one I was gonna do was Oxymoxoa, but then when I saw that Morning Dew was on the Grateful Dead, I was like, well, I should maybe do that. I'm gonna listen to the Grateful Dead. I guess it's a 2013 remaster. Maybe I just 2021. I don't know why they're doing those, but or what the difference is. Please let me know. Couldn't find that album. What are you talking about? There we go. Okay, bingo, bango, guys. I'm gonna hit the play button. This is Jerry. I've seen this version of Jerry, right, without the beard, just in like stickers and stuff, but and in videos from like the acid tests. But that's a very young Bob. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna hit the play button on this thing. Before I do, it's very important to me that you know that you are awesome, that you are valuable, that you are important, that you matter, that you are deserving of love, and that I am abundantly grateful for even a moment of your time. If you like what you see, feel free to hit the like and the subscribe button. It goes a long way to help me out. If you really like what you see, leave a comment. I would love to hear from you, or join us on Twitch. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Arizona time, and we would love to have you by. Come discover music with us. I have like the best people to do so with. Guys, this is the very beginning of the Dead. Something I've definitely not listened to, and again, the studio albums are something that I've just kind of not really explored outside of Working Man's and American's Beauty. This came out 1967. Let me see if the other one has an exact date. Nope, they both just say 1967. Guys, let's check this out. Opening up with The Golden Road. And just so you know, my wife, you said Viola Lee Blues was your favorite song, right? Like
It's up there.
you think your favorite Dead song?
No, babe, I can't pick a favorite. You
Okay,
know that.
I know that. I know that. Is this? I guess. Have you listened to this yourself in entirety?
Probably not actually, but I like the Golden Road. Obviously, Cold Rain and Snow. I think you've heard that one before.
I honestly, I'm
I
really
think you
excited to
have.
heon Album Morning, dude, just to
Yeah.
see how different it is. Like Anyways, guys, The Golden Road. Here we go. Come on. There's definitely stereo panning here.
See that girl barefoot in the lawn, whistling and singing, she's a carry on, and laughing in her eyes,
This is a very different Dead than I feel like I've heard. Feels kind of like a Beatles song, doesn't it? Like, it really feels kind of like a Beatles song. When you hear them with these harmonies, it just feels like a very different kind of harmonies than I feel like I've heard from these guys. And I guess there's like the OG lineup, right? Like, is Mickey even in the band at this point? Like, or is this just Bill and Pigpen era?
I don't know.
Huh. Do you know?
Nobody's finished, we ain't even begun. So take off your shoes, child, take off your hat, shine your wings and fly to habitat. Hey, 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 when you're coming by every day. Hey, hey, when you're coming by.
I love this sound a lot. You've got the electric in the right ear and the acoustic in the left.
Take a vacation for.
Is he playing the Stratocaster in this time period?
Take
Is
a
that what that guitar is?
Take a vacation for out for a while. The summer's coming in with us. Going out in style. Well, light out smoking, honey. Have yourself a ball. Cause your mama's down and never smoke you back till the fall. Hey, hey, hey,
This is just so fun.
every day. Hey, hey, when you're coming by every day. Hey, hey, when you're coming by every day.
How do you not smile listening to the Dead? You know, so watching the Long Strange Trip, it really you kind of have a character of who these guys are, and then you hear the product, like the finished product. It's interesting because I watched Long Strange Trip first, and you kind of hear each of the guys talking about their first studio experience. But when you hear it in this context, it's just kind of interesting to see these young guys putting it together. And is this before or after the acid tests were happening? Do you know?
During?
This is during. So they recorded their first album during the acid tests. I mean,
That would be my guess. I
okay.
have no idea.
If you know, please let me know.
In 1967, he played a 1957 Gibson Les Paul with P90s with covers removed and Bigsby tremolo.
It's like the whammy bar of Gibson.
Oh.
They're way cooler. Team Bigsby for days. Anyways, so yeah, the Golden Road. This is one I feel like they must have jammed pretty hard because it's like a 2 minute 12 second song, but that ripped.
Back in 09 is when I became a Deadhead, and I didn't know this song at the time, but there was a festival in Northern California. I think it was called the Golden Road Festival or something like that. And I remember going on the website, and this song like just started playing when you went on the website, and that's how I discovered this song.
Was it this version of the song?
Maybe it was live. I don't remember.
Either way, I this ripped, and it's a totally different sound. It's a younger sound. It's a really energetic sound. It's kind of again, it's very much a come and join the party every day kind of song, and that I feel like it really. Especially the early era of the Dead, like I'm thinking of the scene in Woodstock where you have the dude up standing on top of the stereo stacks, like butt naked. You know what I'm talking about? You've seen that scene?
Mm-hmm.
Like this in my brain is what that sounds like. I guess Woodstock happened 2 years later,
this
but
is a party song.
This is a fun song. What's even more mind-blowing is it's just occurring to me that Morning Dew is on the same album as this song, as that song. I love it. You think Bob's got a little bit of an Elvis thing? they got way better at recording by the time American Beauty and Working Man's Dead happened. Their vocal clarity in those other albums are crazy by comparison. Now, don't get me wrong, the first song opens up really well, but like you can definitely on Beat It On Down the Line, Bob is definitely a little bit further back in the mix. This is Beach Boysy. Bob's rhythm playing against Jerry's leads is kind of nuts. Like Bob in his own right sounds like a lead player, but as a rhythm player, it's kind of interesting. Like he's kind of riff oriented in his own way. I love this, though. Is this Bob or Pigpen?
This is Bob.
For sure, I thought so. 1967. Is he like 16? He was born in 47, so he's 20. I want to go back further than that. How do you not smile listening to the Dead?
It's always a fun one.
Well, it's interesting. I just asked the question, how do you not smile when listening to the Dead? But then Morning Dew is on this album. It opens up with such a powerful energy, right? Like between Golden Road and then Beat It On Down the Line. It feels like you certainly see the band evolve from like young people having fun in a party to introspective, kind of reclusive adults who are like figuring out life and navigating fame and rock and like having a good time too much.
I'm looking at the album now. I think you're really gonna like new Minglewood Blues also.
Okay,
and
so this
Sitting
one
on Top of the World. You're gonna love this album.
I've already loved the first two, but it's so different, Dead, than anything I've heard before. Like the stuff I've been hearing are like these long, like blown out jams. And I couldn't even tell you which ones I'm listening to because again, I'm just kind of idly playing it in the background of my day-to-day life and work because it just feels good to hear, right?
I also just played you Built to Last, which is really different.
Which I don't even. Yeah. Good Morning, Little Schoolgirl. I love the guitar tones, man. I'm prepared to like the song.
This is a good one. You can press like already. Just do it.
Listen to the harmonica.
Big fan.
This is Penn.
Yeah.
Can't help myself. You're so young and pretty. I don't need nobody else. Good morning, little school girl. Can I come home with you? Don't you hear me crying? Oh, hey! Oh.
I kind of want to hear that again. The character of Pigpen's voice there, but then again, the inner working of Bob and Jerry.
You're so young and pretty.
Bow.
I don't need nobody else. Good
The lead.
morning, little school girl. Can I come home with you? Don't you hear me crying? Oh, hey!
That. It's very much more blues oriented.
I'm gonna leave you, babe, about the break of day.
Honestly, it gives me a little bit of a Dusty Springfield vibe. The song Spooky.
On the count of the way you treat me, I got to stay away. Come on now, pretty baby, darling, come on home.
The bass line is super tasty.
I got to get you all alone. Good morning, little school girl. Can I come home with you? Can't you hear me crying? Oh, hey! Oh.
The panning on this is super interesting, and I don't know if this. I see it's a remaster, right? So I don't know if this is how you guys were listening to it in the beginning. I don't know if when you were spinning it on the record, if you were hearing it in stereo or mono at the time. Like, I don't know. Please do give me context if you were spinning this on turntables. But when I hear it, right, the guitars are panned. So you hear a rhythm in the left and a lead in the right. And you kind of hear Jerry rip the leads in the right ear. And I'm interested to know if that was an intentional decision. I'm interested to know if like this was an effort where they all played it in a room together and captured that recording. Because in a sense, it does have that like clothes brushing up against each other kind of feel. But I could also see how they would dub this.
I'm gonna buy me an airplane, fly all over your town. I tell everybody, baby, Lord knows you're fine. Come on now, pretty baby, now I just can't help myself. You're so young.
Bless you.
I don't need nobody else. Good morning, little school girl. Can I come home with you?
His vibrato.
Ow!
Banner.
Good morning, little school girl. Can I come home with you? Good morning, little school girl. Can I come home with you? Tell your mother and your papa I'm a schoolboy too.
You know, it's interesting because Pigpen has this like vocal dynamic where when he sings, he's got such a commanding presence. He's got that vibrato and kind of that like bluesy, like telling you like it is. It's very authoritative in his delivery, and I think so much of that is his, like he almost has a character in his voice, like. Hey, now I don't know quite how to describe it, but it's almost like a character like because I don't know if that's like how he talked in real life, right? Like he almost takes upon this like blues persona that he delivers this thing with. And with Jerry's playing, he rips these like kind of bombastic, out of nowhere, in your face, like crunchy, overdriven leads, but just gives you like 5 notes, Bennett, or 4 notes, and it's so nice. And all the while you got this. It's very 12 bar oriented, but when you hear what they do with that 12 bar and how they fill the space, the swing of the song, it's good stuff. The change on the drums. It's like it really starts opening up a jam there. I very much like that. Was Mickey on the personnel list for this? I really, 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 really loved this song. Hearing the delivery of it, who did they play this much after Pigpen passed? And if so, who took the lead on it?
Brent.
Brent sang this? Okay.
I've definitely heard a Brent version.
Okay. Is Mickey... go ahead.
I just looked up this album. Track listing.
Yeah, whoever,
I don't
personnel.
I only see lead vocals, Jerry Bob and Pigpen.
You don't think Mickey's in... Well, I mean, we can figure it out. Cold Rain and Snow.
Well, she's coming down the stairs, pulling back her yellow hair.
He did not...
Ain't gonna be treated this way. This way. And I ain't gonna be treated this way.
Mickey Hart did not play on the self-titled Grateful Dead album. Is it called Skull and Roses?
That's a different album. I have that one.
Often referred to as the Grateful Dead or Skull and Roses. He joined in September 1967. Got it. Huh. So he didn't play on Skull and Roses either, because I guess that's after he left the band for a period of time. Is that where you were telling me about his dad, like, taking people's money?
He's Gone is about Mickey Hart's dad taking their money and running away.
Huh.
I learned that from the Grateful Dead lyric book.
All right, let's start this one over. I feel good about it. It really does have kind of like a more psychedelic surf jam. Like, I feel like I hear a bit of the Doors.
Well, she's coming down the stairs, pulling back her
The words are so wrong.
No, you
wait.
didn't start it from the top.
Oh, yes I did, didn't I?
Well, she's coming down the
Yeah, it starts here.
pulling back her yellow hair.
Weird.
And I ain't gonna be treated this way. This way. And I ain't gonna be treated this way. Well, she went up to her room and she sang a faithful tune. And I'm going where those chilly winds don't blow. Winds don't blow. And I'm going where those chilly winds don't blow.
This is a really, really, really over the top psychedelic in your face sound. It really has, what is that, Dan? It has the Doors vibe, like the same kind of keys sound as like Light My Fire, for example. But then you have kind of like the harmony kind of context of like the voices of the Dead, but the harmony kind of layerings of almost like the Beach Boys light. But then you've got the key and guitar sound happening here. Like, this is such a cool part. The guitar and the keys playing in tandem there.
Well, I know you need a wife. She's been trouble all my life. Run me out in the cold.
I've certainly heard this one before.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, in a live context, absolutely.
Yeah, and you heard the actual beginning of the song as well. First line.
Right.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Run me out in the cold rain and snow. Run me out in the cold rain and snow. Run me out.
It's so different when it's played live, you know? I mean, I guess that's kind of the bit of jam bands. I know it's like, way to go, Walter. You identified that jam bands sound differently on the album. But this is a great album.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you hear what becomes of a 2-minute and 31-second song, it's kind of mind-blowing. Like, you can turn that into 14 minutes easy. You know? All right, Sitting on Top of the World. This is one you said I'd like a lot, right?
I think I think you're gonna like this one.
I have to say, before we get too deep into the song, I really like that this album has not been beholden to a metronome. There is such a swing and a feeling to the way this plays through, and I think that Bill on the drums, it's really impressive that he kind of allows the the band's chemistry and energy to ebb and flow, and you really see that played out. Like, especially when it speeds up and slows down, and that's all part of the bit. It really does give it more of that, again, live feeling context, but it's like it certainly does leave you wanting more when you know what the Dead does, like in a live setting. But like, as I hear it, it's a good album in and of itself.
The Mississippi River, so big and wide. The blonde-haired woman on the other side. Now she's gone, I don't worry. 'Cause I'm sitting on top of the world. I worked all summer, spring and fall. Blonde-haired woman calls me it all. Now she's gone, I don't worry. 'Cause I'm sitting on top of the world.
Is this like an old blues song? I feel like this isn't an original. That I want to hear that solo again. That just rips faces.
'Cause I'm sitting on top of the world.
That
I saw her in Dallas, El Paso. So come back, baby, I need you so. And now she's gone, 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 I don't worry. 'Cause I'm sitting on top of the world.
realistically, if she was in Dallas and then in El Paso, that's like an 8-hour kick.
I think it's 9.
It's a long
I've
drive.
done that drive.
What's he
many
doing in
times.
what's he doing in both places?
Hey, you are correct. It
About-
was not. It is an originally written and recorded by Walter, Vincent, and Lonnie Chapman, members of the Mississippi Sheiks in 1930.
Okay. Got it. I felt like, interestingly enough, that because I'm sitting on the top of the world, I watched this documentary called It Might Get Loud, and it's got Jack White and The Edge and Jimmy Page, The Edge from U2. And Jack White has this little kid with him, and he's having him sing like a blues version of this song. Like Jack's playing guitar, and he's having the kid like sing because I'm sitting on the top of the world. And so like that's what made me think like this might be that song. And and he was talking about digging deep like into the blues, like going down to like Sun House and stuff, like really early 30s blues. And so that's really what brought my mind to think like maybe this was not a original. But thank you for looking that up.
Mississippi River's big and wide, blonde-haired woman on the other side. Well, now she's gone, 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 I don't worry. 'Cause I'm sitting on top of the world.
I do like the vibe of the song though. Don't worry. The board fade. He rips, man. Like this is such a different version of Jerry too. This is like spit and vinegar Jerry. You know what I mean? Like he's got nothing but like he's playing like excited angst. It's nice. He's just ripping them. Much more psychedelic though, for sure, especially with the keys and the guitars. Green puff.
No, no, she can't take your mind and leave. I know it's just another trick she's got up her sleeve. I can't believe that she really wants you to die. After all, it's more than enough to pay for your life. Wait a minute, watch what you do with
Whoa.
your time. All the influence of the past must stay behind. Yeah. Wait a minute.
The time changes, right? Like the guitar solos, he's just ripping them, and it's like much more bridge pickupy. Like, and I feel like he really goes on to build on this tone, like, for sure. Like this is a much more empty and kind of hollow version of what you hear him like Jerry tone a little bit later is like when I think the Morning Dew tone, for example, that solo he just did, if with the 74 Morning Dew, when that thing rips, it's a very similar sound here, but it feels much more full bodied. So I feel like he did. I don't know another way to put it other than like it sounds like he just found a tone and continued to find ways to fill it. But going from the okay, I wanted to hear this again. I love that time changing.
Well, can't you see that you're killing each other slow? When you're both out in the streets and you got no place to go. Your constant battles are getting to be ignored. So go somewhere else and continue your dream of war.
All the endless ruins of the past must stay behind. Well, can't you see that you're killing each other's souls while you're both out in the streets and you got no place to go? Your constant baits are getting to be a bore. So go somewhere else and continue your cream puff war.
You know, it was supposed to be battles, but yeah. Typo.
Yeah, baits. Your constant battles are getting to be a bore. Golly. It really they were kind of speaking against like anger and hatred and violence and and things like it from the very 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 beginning, conscientiously taking part in like having fun and love and laughter and party, but then recognition of like, hey, you know what's a real vibe killer, man? It's war. Kind of an early Rolling Stones sound sometimes.
Is this a board fade?
Yes. Good job, babe.
I learned about your aversion to board fades on your first Steely Dan album, but I know you've like.
If anybody
Enjoying them
does board
more.
fades well, it's Steely Dan, though. And I've dunked plenty on the board fade, so I tried to do it less on the channel. I've made it plenty known that I'm not a big fan. Sometimes they're awesome because, like, sometimes as they're doing it, that different bands will do it to where they do it tastefully, and you get to hear extra little tidbits that are kind of like special little Easter eggs to the song, and others just uniformly lower all of the volumes down at the same velocity, and it just it's like they couldn't figure out how to end the song.
This sounded like it was all lowered down.
This sound that sounded kind of like they didn't want to finish the song.
Okay.
It wasn't my favorite board fade. It wasn't a bad board fade. I got to hear Jerry doing some cool stuff there at the end, but it was not my favorite. But you go from what's interesting. You start off kind of the progression of this album. Your party, having fun. Fun and good time. Like you're on top of the world. All of a sudden, there's a war, and then knowing what the lyrics to Morning Dew are, you end up here. So it feels like there really is a journey there. I'm excited to hear this on the album because, again, geez, golly, I don't know that a song has ever really, like, as a sober, like, not tripping in the moment person, I don't know that I've ever lived in such an imaginative and vivid imagery song outside of this one. Like, I feel like it's just, and there's some kind of beauty to the apocalyptic nature to it. And maybe it's like maybe that's the point, right? Like to kind of talk about how delicate the world is. And I know it's like an old folk song. It looks like Bonnie Dobson was the original composer, or Tim Rose, one or the other. Let me know if you know.
She wrote it.
But I'm really excited to hear what they do here. Obviously, I just am wearing a morning dew t-shirt. Feels a little faster on the
I
album.
was just thinking that.
How does that not make you
Walking
you really I know I paused it right before he started singing, but you really do get feelings out of his guitar tones, you know? Like you really kind of he presents such an emotional spectrum with the way he presents the sound.
Walking out in the morning, do my honey. Walk me out in the morning, do today.
It's such a different sound.
Can't walk you out in the morning, do my honey. I can't walk you out in the morning, do today. I thought I heard a baby cry this morning. I thought I heard a baby cry today. You didn't hear no baby cry this morning. You didn't hear no baby cry today.
The panning in the ears.
Where have all the people gone, my honey? Where have all the people gone today?
He really goes on to kind of change the way he delivers those todays. You know what I mean? I feel like in other times I've heard him, he's like, today. Like he really takes it up and almost makes it more of a.
Gone today.
It changes the entire dynamic and delivery of the song, the way he puts the inflections on, and he even sings it. I would even say he delivers that melodically differently in his vocal delivery.
Well, there's no need for you to be worrying about all those people. You never see those people anyway. I thought I heard a young man mourn this morning. I thought I heard a young man mourn today. I thought I heard a young man mourn this morning. I can't walk you out in the morning, do today.
That moment goes on to be articulated in such a crazy and massive way in a live context. And when you hear it here, it's kind of crazy because if you heard a live dead version of that song first, like it really this sounds kind of like a shell of that.
Mhm.
And I'm thinking maybe this is the first kind of experience I'm having in like jam band culture where it's like I heard the album song and I'm like massively shockingly underwhelmed by it. But then you also appreciate its context because you're like, wow, this is where this is the beginnings of my of my favorite song, like, or my favorite performance of a song. It's interesting because when they go into that big transition there with that instrumental break, there's such a powerful delivery of emotional like rush and energy and delivery. And when you see the chemistry of the guys on the band, like they're looking around at each other, smiling, all kind of impressed with what the other guys in the band are doing.
Mm.
There's something really special about that moment. And you know how you can tell when people talk with a smile, whether you can see their face or
Yeah.
not? It's like when you see them play that song, it's like you can hear the music is playing with a smile. Does that make sense? In this album, it feels like the oil painting equivalent of this song that
Mhm.
you would see in a dentist's office. Whereas when you
Mhm.
see it played live, it's just a totally different thing. I love this song still. It's amazing. But again, I'm really starting to see the difference when people are like, oh, no, the live, this version. Were you going to say
Well,
something?
I was just thinking like Viole Lee Blues.
Is
I
that,
love it, but I don't know if I've ever heard the album version.
I mean, we're
So
coming
I'm
up on it.
curious about
We're,
that one.
we're coming
I
up.
mean, I'm sure I have, but
But yeah, that instrumental break really made me kind of realize like I can kind of understand a desire for tape trading if I'm back then. If you don't have all of the like stuff at your disposal like we do, right?
Mhm.
Like I could see where you'd want to hear the craziest ripping solo of that they did on Morning Dew because you
Mm.
love that song.
Walk me up in the morning, do my honey.
Mm.
Walk me up in the morning, do today.
His vibrato and the reverb in his voice.
I walk you in the morning, do my honey. I guess it doesn't matter anyway. Well, I guess it doesn't matter anyway.
What keyboard is Pigpen playing that makes that sound? This is great. 2 songs to go. And this is new Minglewood Blues.
I think you're gonna like this one.
I hear the Grateful Dead does it. I'll probably like it. It's not missed yet. What's this? Okay.
Yeah.
These lyrics are terrible. If you can't believe me, don't make it hard to believe in you.
Cause we all need each other. Well, you know it's true. I was born in a desert, raised in a lion's den. I was born in a desert, raised in a lion's den. Oh, my number one occupation, stealing women from their men.
So the lyrics were totally butchered on that, but we all know that Bob is out there stealing women from their men. And Viole Lee Blues, the final. Whoa! It's already got a nice little fun jam swing to it, you know?
I love this song.
Ooh.
The judge decreed it, clergy wrote it, clergy wrote it, down indeed it. Judge decreed it, clergy wrote it down. If you misspell the sentence, you'll be natural bound.
Represent! Ah! I love this.
Some got 6 months, some got one solid, some got one solid, yeah, needed. Some got 6 months, some got one solid, yeah. But me and my buddy all got lifetime here.
Yeah. I love like I've spent a lot of time trying to perfect my blues crooning, but like hearing them do it, it's just again so different to death than I've heard before. I love this run so much.
I wrote a letter, landed in thee.
What? They didn't say it. Why?
Does this sound familiar at all?
Is this one you've sent
I
me?
definitely 100% sent you this, but if not
Viole Lee.
this version.
No, I didn't think it was this. I thought it was the Pigpen one that that band covered. Don't give me no lines and keep your hands to yourself. I thought that was what you sent me from that album. I could be wrong. You might have sent me this, and I might not have
I
listened.
don't think you listened.
I landed in thee, yeah. You may know by that I've got a friend somewhere.
The bass line all throughout this has just been fun. I think this has been my favorite on the album so far. I'm getting to hear Jam. Like, to tell you the truth, this is mildly what I'd hoped to hear when I listened to the album from like beginning to end. The swing and the drums, man. And the rhythm, the guitar. Dude. It's speeding up. But they change like rhythm backbones. Oh my gosh. Like, I think they must have played this live in the studio together. I feel like this has got to be like a one take. Like a lightning in a bottle scenario. I could be wrong, but I think that. The intersection between the guitar and the keys. This is alive. Mustard. Oh.
I'm so happy you love it.
That part there, you get so overwhelmingly in your face, just mustard. Like you're just like you go like you have so many things just getting busier and busier and busier and louder and louder and louder. And then you just keep stacking up further and further and further. And it's like they keep kind of rushing it and making you feel this crazy tension. Like it's definitely pulling you in a certain way. Almost kind of the sound pulls itself apart, all to lead up to that big thing, and then it stops, say Surah, and then we're back to the vibe. I remember in Long Strange Trip they were talking about how they would produce their records and how like people weren't wanting like 10-minute psychedelic exploration jams, and I'm sitting here thinking like this is by far been the best song on the album to me because it was like a 10-minute psychedelic exploration jam. And I feel like maybe that's what like people were saying back then. It was like people hated the record, or like they got the record because they wanted that. That song ripped. But going from this, where screechy noise, and we're back, baby. Controlled chaos, back into order. That's very psychedelic. It's very... And a lot of the words they sing in this, they're very repetitious. Which very much kind of lends into that psychedelic experience. You get those crazy ripping moments, too. Air and Dee Dee. He had somebody to write a letter to, so he has a friend somewhere. What a display. This really does take you on a journey from partying and laughter, having a good time, up and down relationships, war, apocalypse, what happens after war, and having a friend. And it really sets kind of the stage. It's crazy to think that these 2-minute to 5-minute jams and they eventually culminate in this 10-minute jam, and like from their first record that's the direction they end up going, and then they just again you see really primitive early kind of things. And when I've spent a lot of my time lately again idly listening to this, and when you see how far it is that it's come from here, but then you see how truly relevant for the time that this one was. Like I'd never necessarily heard like psychedelic-y, the Doorsy, the Beach Boysy, the Beatlesy kind of sounding Dead before. And so to listen to it in this context is really exciting, but then also to see maybe the blank canvas that for the songs that I do know that would go on, like the blank canvas being like, if this song is like the foundational structure, what do they paint on it in a live context that makes it special show to show? What's your favorite song in the album? And do you find yourself listening to Grateful Dead albums, or are you a person that listens exclusively live? I would listen to this album again so many times in a row. Like, I absolutely love Live Dead. But you've been around, you've seen that I've been overplaying American Beauty and Working Man's Dead, right? So like it kind of feels like I doing more of the album.
Albums.
I do. I love an album. I like sitting it and considering it for, is it worth more than the sum of its parts, or is it just better as kind of individuals? And in this context, this is absolutely an album you should listen to the whole way through.
It's a good way to learn the song.
It is, for sure. Absolutely. And that's why I like it. Anyways, guys, exemplary record. Really good. I loved this. Guys, I love you. Thank you for being here.
Walter's a deadhead.
I think so. I'm wearing a Morning Dew t-shirt. Like, I think I knew. I'm kind of exploring my deadheadery, I guess. Anyways, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for the positivity that you show both to me and to one another. Continue to be the best. And until I see you next, be introspective and consider the birds. Goodbye.